In our modern world, we often find ourselves surrounded by diverse personalities, each with their unique traits and quirks. Yet some people pose a real danger to our peace of mind and well-being, not through physical harm, but through the chaos and toxicity they bring into our lives. As a modern-day Stoic, it's vital to recognize these red flags early and respond with wisdom and virtue. The ancient teachings of Stoicism provide profound insights that can guide us in navigating relationships and interactions with such individuals. After all, the Stoics believed that a life rooted in reason, discipline, and virtue is the foundation for inner peace. Let's explore the 7 warning signs that you might be dealing with a dangerous person, paired with actionable lessons inspired by Stoic philosophy. Number 1. They lack self-control and are ruled by their emotions. Imagine being in a room with someone whose temper flares at the slightest inconvenience, or who lets their desires dictate every action. Such individuals are like ships tossed in a storm, completely at the mercy of external forces. As Epictetus wisely noted, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The inability to control one's emotions enslaves the person and often entangles those around them in unnecessary drama or conflict. In today's context, consider the co-worker who explodes at team meetings over trivial matters, or the partner who uses emotional outbursts to manipulate and dominate discussions. Their lack of emotional discipline creates an unstable environment, and over time, this instability can erode your own sense of calm and clarity. As a modern Stoic, your task is not to judge or retaliate against such behavior, but to create a protective boundary around your own inner peace. This doesn't mean cutting ties at the first sign of an outburst. Rather, it's about recognizing patterns. The Stoics believed in the power of rational detachment, choosing not to let another's volatility pull you into their storm. When faced with someone lacking self-control, practice responding with calmness. Be the steady anchor amid their chaos, showing that your peace is not something they can easily disrupt. Moreover, reflect on your own tendencies. Are there moments when your emotions overpower your reason? Use these encounters as reminders to cultivate greater self-discipline within yourself. The ability to master one's emotions is not just a safeguard against others' instability, but a cornerstone of personal freedom. Number 2, they manipulate and exploit others. Manipulation often hides behind charm or feigned vulnerability, making it one of the most dangerous traits to encounter. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is the act of a shameless man to play the hypocrite," emphasizing the Stoic disdain for deceit and exploitation. In modern settings, this might look like the colleague who takes credit for your hard work, or the friend who only shows up when they need something from you. To deal with such individuals, the first step is awareness. Stoicism teaches us to observe actions, not just words. A manipulator's deeds will often betray their true intentions. Do they offer assistance without expecting anything in return? Do their actions align with their promises? If not, it's wise to proceed with caution. The modern Stoic does not retaliate with manipulation or deceit of their own. Instead, they uphold their integrity, refusing to play into the manipulator's games. This might mean setting firm boundaries, saying no to unreasonable demands, or distancing yourself from their influence entirely. Manipulators thrive on the compliance of others. Withdrawing your participation is often the most effective counter. Beyond protecting yourself, these interactions are also opportunities for self-reflection. Ask yourself, have I ever acted manipulatively, even unintentionally? The Stoic path demands brutal honesty with oneself. By committing to authenticity and fairness in your own actions, you set an example that undermines the power of manipulation wherever you encounter it. Number 3, they avoid accountability and blame others. One of the clearest signs of a dangerous person is their refusal to take responsibility for their actions. Whether it's a missed deadline at work or a conflict in a personal relationship, they are quick to point fingers and slow to look in the mirror. As Seneca reminds us, you must be an example to them, not a critic. Blame shifting may not seem dangerous at first, but over time, it fosters a culture of mistrust and resentment. Consider the team member who's always ready with an excuse for their mistakes, leaving others to pick up the slack. Or the partner who never admits fault in arguments, forcing you to shoulder the emotional burden of reconciliation. As a modern Stoic, your role is twofold. Protect your peace and model accountability in your own life. When someone refuses to take responsibility, resist the urge to argue or shame them. Instead, lead by example. Acknowledge your own missteps openly and take steps to correct them. This not only strengthens your character, but also sets a powerful standard for those around you. At the same time, recognize when blame shifting becomes a pattern that damages trust and progress. In such cases, it's crucial to address the issue directly yet calmly. Use reason to highlight the importance of accountability and fairness, but understand that not everyone will be receptive. When faced with persistent denial, prioritize your own growth and well-being by disengaging from the toxic dynamic. Number 4, they seek to control rather than collaborate. One of the most telling signs of a dangerous person is their need for control in relationships, workplaces, or social circles. These individuals prioritize dominance over collaboration, often stifling creativity and mutual growth. As Epictetus cautioned, "Is it not madness and the wildest lunacy to desire that which depends on others?" The need to control others often stems from a lack of control within oneself, and this insecurity manifests as an oppressive influence on those around them. In modern contexts, this could be the micromanaging boss who leaves no room for employees to thrive, or the partner who dictates every aspect of a relationship. They see others as tools to achieve their goals rather than as individuals with their own agency and value. This behavior creates environments of fear and dependence, making it difficult for those involved to flourish. As a modern Stoic, it's essential to recognize this red flag and respond with wisdom. First, understand that their need for control is not a reflection of your worth, but of their inner turmoil. Resist the urge to fight control with rebellion. Instead, focus on maintaining your autonomy through reasoned boundaries. For example, calmly but firmly communicate your needs and limits, refusing to compromise your principles. Moreover, use these encounters to examine your own tendencies. Are there areas where you seek to control others unnecessarily? The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions. By relinquishing the illusion of control over others, you not only free yourself from frustration, but also inspire a culture of collaboration and mutual respect. Number 5, they display excessive pride or narcissism. Excessive pride or hubris is a dangerous trait that blinds individuals to their flaws and alienates those around them. Marcus Aurelius observed, "It is the nature of the human disposition to resent arrogance." Narcissistic individuals often project an air of superiority, dismissing others' contributions and prioritizing their own desires above all else. In today's world, this might look like a manager who dismisses employee feedback as irrelevant, or a friend who constantly redirects conversations to focus on themselves. While confidence is a virtue, unchecked pride leads to conflict, resentment, and isolation. These individuals often lack the humility necessary for growth and meaningful connections. When dealing with someone excessively proud, the modern Stoic approaches with compassion and perspective. Recognize that their arrogance often masks deeper insecurities. Instead of challenging their ego directly, which can escalate conflict, focus on maintaining your own humility. Acknowledge your strengths without arrogance and your flaws without shame, setting an example of balanced confidence. Simultaneously, protect your peace by limiting the influence of narcissistic behavior on your life, whether through reducing interactions or seeking relationships grounded in mutual respect. Prioritize environments where your value is recognized without the need for constant validation. Number 6. They revel in gossip and sowing discord. Some individuals thrive on creating division and chaos, often through gossip and subtle manipulations. As Zeno of Citium wisely noted, better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. Words have power, and those who use them to spread negativity or discord are not only dangerous to others, but also to themselves. In modern scenarios, this could be the co-worker who undermines team morale by spreading rumors, or the friend who pits people against each other for their own amusement. Their actions create an atmosphere of mistrust and tension, eroding the bonds that hold communities together. A modern Stoic's response to such behavior is rooted in discipline and integrity. Avoid participating in gossip, even passively. When confronted with rumors, redirect conversations toward positivity, or refuse to engage altogether. Your silence in the face of gossip is a powerful statement of your values. Additionally, reflect on your own words and their impact. Do you contribute to division, even unintentionally? Commit to speaking only what is true, necessary, and kind. By embodying this principle, you counteract the destructive influence of gossip and inspire others to do the same. Number 7. They disregard justice and fairness. A disregard for justice is perhaps the most dangerous trait of all. When someone prioritizes their own gain at the expense of fairness and equity, they undermine the very foundation of trust and harmony. Marcus Aurelius warned, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This simple yet profound guideline encapsulates the Stoic commitment to justice and integrity. In today's world, such individuals might exploit others for personal or financial gain, dismiss the needs of the vulnerable, or act unethically without remorse. Their actions create ripples of harm that extend far beyond their immediate circle. The modern Stoic's approach to injustice is twofold: personal adherence to fairness and courageous opposition to wrongdoing. Start by examining your own actions to ensure they align with principles of justice. Are you treating others fairly? Are your decisions guided by integrity rather than self-interest? When confronted with injustice, speak out with courage but temper your response with reason. Avoid reacting impulsively or vindictively. Instead, strive to address the issue constructively. Remember, the Stoics believed in leading by example. By embodying fairness in your own life, you challenge injustice, not just with words, but through the undeniable power of virtuous action. Navigating relationships with potentially dangerous individuals requires a blend of wisdom, compassion, and self-discipline. As the Stoics teach us, our primary focus should always be on what lies within our control. Our thoughts, actions, and responses. By recognizing these red flags and applying Stoic principles, we can protect our peace, maintain our integrity, and inspire others to rise above toxicity. In a world filled with challenges and complexities, the teachings of Stoicism offer a timeless guide to living virtuously and navigating even the most difficult interactions with grace and resilience. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it to spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future videos on Stoic living and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I wish you strength on your journey.